Good afternoon. Lorenzo is moving out of the way, and as a consequence the winds are easing, the rain is petering out, but we do have some more wet weather to come this weekend. So we're turning our attention to this swirl of cloud around this area of low pressure sitting out in the central Atlantic. It's the cloud that is concerning us because it's going to hang around. It'd be more of a rainmaker than we've seen through Lorenzo, so there are warnings in force at the moment. It doesn't mean it'll be a complete washout this weekend. I think most areas will see one drier day. For example, overnight we keep the legacy of cloud in southern and western areas, so it's relatively mild, whilst further north and east, as the rain continues to peter out and the skies clear, we'll see chilly weather, touch of grass frost, but in the glens of Scotland we could get down to freezing. As well as that, we could see some low-level fog, even dense fog, for example, in the Vale of York by morning, and that will take a time to clear at this time of year. But then it looks as if it should be a mostly fine and dry start to the day in central and eastern areas with some sunshine, but the cloud will tend to pile in quite quickly ahead of our next rainmaker, which then brings that wet weather through Northern Ireland, southwest Scotland through the morning, crossing the Irish Sea into parts of England and Wales through the afternoon. The winds do start to pick up, but they're from the south, as you can see, so it's a relatively mild direction, and actually temperatures will do a little better on Saturday. If you see some sunshine, it could feel quite pleasant, and it looks as if we will see sunshine across the north of Scotland, the Northern Isles once again. But then through the evening it turns really quite wet across most areas. And notice how slow moving this weather system is. In the space of 6 hours we're expecting it to give quite a deluge, because it will hang around, followed by only a brief ridge of high pressure. So by Sunday it looks as if the drier weather will be further west as opposed to the east, but there are those low-level warnings out from the Met Office for central and eastern areas because of the persistence and intensity of this rain. In about 6 hours we could see 40 or 50 millimetres of rain, almost half a month's worth, following on from what has been quite a wet September as well. But at least it's drying up further west, and it's still relatively mild air, so we could see 15 to 17 degrees and a pretty decent end to the day across Northern Ireland, Wales and the southwest. But doesn't last. That clears out the way, and the next Atlantic low pressure brings in more rain, and this time potentially more wind as well. The warnings are on the website. Bye bye.